Hey guys, welcome back, and today, welcome back to Retro Asylum. I know, I'm uploading videos on here. So I was able to get to Goodwill. The Goodwill opened up in my area, and pretty simple. A lot of people weren't wearing masks in there. I just sanitized my hands. But it was kind of awkward going into a Goodwill for the first time since everything happened. But I found a decent amount of stuff, and I don't know if it's just some people... I mean, it's always the stuff I look for that nobody else really looks for, so let me just go ahead and start showing you. And I don't know how much these are going to be worth. This is from 2000, it says 2000, where's that? I've seen the date on here. 2002, and it is a G.I. Joe 100-piece puzzle. I know the lower piece puzzles probably aren't very sought after, but it is G.I. Joe. There was an Aladdin one in there that was like 100 pieces, but I kind of passed on it just because I think, I don't know, like I tend to kind of keep these puzzles and put them in my eBay store and thinking that maybe somebody's going to want to get it just because it's G.I. Joe. I did find some books. I'm always looking for the vintage books, and these books really are not in a great shape. They're yellow pages, but it seems like they're all there, but they're really, really yellowed. But I got Snoopy and the Red Baron. There's that one. And I got, this is really kind of beat up, but I figured I don't want to leave it behind. Secret World of Alex Mack. And like I said, the book pages are really, really yellow. This is really cool. Are You Afraid of the Dark? The Tale of the Ghost Riders. So that's really cool. I've never seen Are You Afraid of the Dark? Are You Afraid of the... I actually not even seen them on the internet, really. And it said this book glows in the dark, so that's why it's kind of weird, funky. I thought it was like something was on the book, so it was kind of weird. But yeah, I've never seen an Are You Afraid of the Dark like single thing going on. So this book seemed pretty cool. It's called Freeze Tag by Carolyn Clooney. It looked kind of neat. I saw the outside of the book, and that kind of led me to believe that it's might be a desirable book. And I've always been told this is a pretty profitable book. Scary Stories 3. Any of the scary stories, really. More Tales to Chill Your Bones. Doesn't really have a date, but it said 90, I think 91, 92 inside the book in the copyright. And I know you got to be careful with that, because if you see more than one copyright, like it might say 91, but then it'll have a year after, and it'll say 2002. And they're just trying to copyright the stuff from 91, and it's just like a reprint of a book, so you got to be careful with that. That being said, then I got, these aren't very exciting. I got 3 of these bins. I'll probably clean them up because everything that's going on, you know, buck a piece. They're nothing special, but I got 3 of them, 2 brown ones, a green one. I'm selling a lot of pins, and then I got a lot of cars. I got a lot of cars to see if they're any worth anything. I got 3 big bags of cars. Here's this one. This one caught my eye, because if you see, there's a bunch of NASCAR looking cars, and there's a bunch of Home Depot ones, like a bunch of 20 Home. Is that not Tony Stewart? I'm not really, adverse on cars and NASCAR, but pretty sure that might be Tony Stewart. If not, it's somebody else. Then there's some other cars. This looked interesting. Had that giant bus in it, and it's got this one vehicle in it. It might be broken a little bit, but it's fine. But there's some other cars in here. It kind of had me wondering. So, and then more NASCAR cars in there. So I'm kind of getting into Hot Wheels a little bit. I know it's somewhat profitable, and I think I found a couple that are worth some decent money in the past. This one's got some weird stuff in it, but it's got cars as well. But as you can see, it has, I didn't even notice there's like a dinosaur in there. And there's a monster truck. Some of these might go to the fam. There's an Iron Man in there. Some kind of Iron Man thing. There's a Teen Titans thing in there. I don't think that's a Funko Pop. And there's some Cars stuff in here. The cartoon movie. So that seemed like pretty good. And they're kind of pricey at $3. But for as much Cars as you have in there, if you hit big on one car, you've made your money back. So, and even if you don't, like a lot of times I'll go through them I'll go through them, and if I make any money, or if I find anything that's worth anything, I kind of go to them first. But I have been watching, I think her name is Lindsay Glenn, and she had a good idea about listing. And if you haven't watched her, she's actually very informational. I know probably, this is just my assumptions, is that, hold on a second. Let me sanitize my hands. I touched all that stuff again. But let me, some guys might not like to watch girl resellers. That's just an assumption of me. But it kind of just comes along from, like, you know, do you watch Barbie? Do you, you know, do girls watch? I don't know. It's just my opinion is that some guys might not want to watch girls. Vice versa. Some girls might not want to watch guys. But I would think it wouldn't be too much that way. But Lindsay Glenn, I think that's what her name is. I need to be thinking about that name from someone else. But anyway, you can look her up. Just look up eBay reseller, and she'll probably pop up. She's got long brown hair, and she's, you know, she's really a pretty girl, besides the point. And she's a mom, and she talks about that sometimes, has some funny moments with that, interacting with her kids during the videos. But yeah, it's another day at the office with her, and she talks a lot about shop and talks a lot about, you know, tips to help you out. And she talked about listing, and a good idea of hers was a 3-step process, and it seems like a lot, and I think I kind of would probably jump over a few and kind of just, but her idea was basically to go through and have just pick the group of items that you want to list, go through and make the drafts for them pretty much. And I'm just meaning to find the actual drafts. Don't get the pictures. And then if you have to label them as you go, I'm kind of adding information that she did not say, but this is the gist of what she said. Get a group of items. Like, let's say I'm listing all those Hot Wheel cars. You know, that may be a difficulty. So I may want to label them in the title or something like that in the draft before I list them. And then when I go to list them, I'll just remove that stuff from the title. Anyways, make the drafts. So I'm making like 15 drafts, or I'll just go easy and say 10. I'll make 10 drafts of 10 Hot Wheels. And then I'll go through and I'll put in all the information in the drafts about all of them, weigh them all, and do that in the second part, and kind of just make sure all the information is right from, you know, if you sell similar, you know, that's what you want to do for the most part, is sell similar off of somebody's listing, just to make sure the listing information, make sure all the information is right, the basic information is right. And if you happen to know, like, if you're selling all one kind of item, you know how much they weigh, you can put the weight in, you can put how you're going to ship them, you're going to put all that stuff. Do that, have that set. And then that's the second step. So then all the information's in there, right? All the information's in there. The only thing you haven't done is take pictures. And this is a smart thing. And it's kind of like, I do all my stuff on my phone, but I think it would be, I mean, I guess you could do this on the computer with those two parts, and it's a little bit easier. There is some stuff that I need to start doing on the actual computer that I have, but a lot of stuff I do on my phone. And there is things with that, with the free shipping sometimes popping up on your listing. It has happened to me. And sometimes, you know, it does it at the beginning and you're not paying attention, because normally you would think your presets would already be put in, but sometimes it doesn't do that. But anyways, you do that, have everything ready, have everything in the listing pretty much, and then all you have to do is go put your picture in, and that's it. You have all your price and everything in there. You know how much they're going to sell for. All you got to do is go through at the end, and then you got 10 listings. You're going boom, 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 boom as soon as you take the pictures, you know. And even the fact is that if you do a lot of editing, like, that's just going to be one extra step you got to do, but you still saved a lot of time going through and selling similar and doing that. So yeah. Sorry, some lady was coming out, and I was like wondering, I'm like, did they come out because they didn't have face covering? Because it says on the door of Goodwill that you have to have or they would like you to have face covering when you go in, but you don't have to. It's not like, it doesn't say like required. It just says, you know, please help us keep the store open by doing this, this, this. So who knows? But I did want to get in. You know, who knows how long this. If they have another outbreak, they'll probably shut everything down again. So I wanted to get out and at least get a little bit more stuff that I can list while, you know, everything's going on. But it seemed pretty good. People were in face masks in there, and everybody for the most part was very, very. I mean, it's not super busy here, but I think some people just wanted to get out and get to Goodwill. I was looking at some different stuff that I normally didn't look at. I was looking at knives. I heard they're pretty profitable on eBay. Saw a couple that might have been, but I was kind of scared to pull the trigger because, I mean, it wasn't a lot of money, but it's like if I buy it and then I don't want it, probably just going to end up giving it back to them. So it's like kind of pointless. Because some of that stuff, it's like, if they're not worth anything, then what are you going to do with them? You're not going to be able to sell them on eBay. So, you know. So, yeah. But I came out because if you watch any of my other channels, I do Instacart. And I was waiting to see if there was any Instacart orders to pop out while I was doing this. And not really. I think I got a $10 one sitting, which I don't know if I would even want to do. But I may see here in a few minutes if there's any more of those. And then I'm gonna head home. Like I said, I got some stuff. I got more puzzles at home I needed, and I always like to test my stuff, and I like to put in the titles, you know, like tested or you know, all pieces included, you know, with the puzzles and stuff like that. That stuff I think gives a peace of mind to the buyer and stuff, and you know, that's what I'd like to do. So I did get those bins because I'm getting a lot of toys. And I kind of maybe want to separate them in pins and buttons so I can separate those kind of in different categories so I know where to look for them. So I'm getting to the point now where I'm getting so much inventory that I have to start separating them. Because a lot of my stuff is a lot of long tail items, and, you know, I don't know when they're going to sell. They could never sell, you know. I've been doing Macari. I put a mystery box up on Macari. I don't know if that's even going to sell, but I made it. If it doesn't sell soon, I'll, you know, take everything out of there, and I'll, you know, end up just, you know, relisting all the stuff or donating it, because there's a lot of stuff that's been sent for a while. There was some stuff that was actually worth some money that I threw in there, but for the most part, it was a lot of, you know, stuff that, you know, it was just really, really long tail items that I just wanted to get rid of. And that's one way to get rid of your stuff from eBay if you want to do that. You know, is find a place to do a mystery box. Macari evidently does not have any rules against that right now. So that's cool. I kind of think eBay needs to do some kind of rule on that, you know, risk or reward, whatever kind of thing, where they do that. But yeah, reselling's been pretty good to me. I sold a couple things yesterday. I sold a cassette, and I sold two tech boxes, tech dude box things, whatever. I sold 2 of those for like $14.99, or no, $12.99, my bad, plus shipping. And then I sold, like I said, a cassette, which was like some random thing. I do think it's because Little Richard's death, because I think Little Richard was on the thing. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this soon. I'm gonna go ahead and put my seatbelt on and get ready to go. Head to Aldi's real quick. See if I'm gonna get any Instacart orders, and then I'm probably gonna head home. But yeah, I decided to do a video real quick and get some stuff, show you what I got in the bag over here. It's a 1-bagger. I could have got more of the cars. There was a lot more cars in there that I could have dove into, but I didn't want to like spend a lot of money. I think I didn't spend like $18 of everything I got. Is it profitable? You know, like I said, and my guess was correct. They're going to be sitting a while, but there's probably a few things in here that I'm going to make money like immediately, and it's going to sell that I don't even know which one of these is going to sell quickly. A lot of things I stick with $4.99, and you know, some people's models are different, but you know, you have to do what you got to do. Whatever your model is going to be, you have to make that decision. But right now, I'm not at a level to demand a lot of money. I don't really go for the big, you know, the big jewel box at the end of the tunnel. I kind of stay to, you know, sitting at $4.99 a lot of my items. Every once in a while, I'll get an item that's worth a little more. I got some vintage shirts I'm trying to sell. I put them at a higher price, but You know, really, it's just move the product, make the money, try and double your money, triple your money, you know, and move on and get more stuff. That's what I think you have to do as a reseller. Or you're just going to sit and be stagnant and not make any money. So you got to get things moving, got to be making money. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. If you guys enjoyed the video, tell me if I bombed horribly on these cars and all the other stuff I bought. But yeah, I tend to sell stuff that other people say you shouldn't. And if you ever checked out that one video that I had, I actually did the video, and I don't think I got hardly any views on it, which is kind of surprising, is that selling stuff that people say you should not sell on eBay. And I've proven that wrong countless times. So I don't listen to anybody really, per honesty, because I buy a lot of stuff and I wait and I sit and I sit and I wait and sell things that people say you can't sell on eBay. I've proven that wrong multiple times. But you do have to sit on it for a while. That's the thing. That's the thing about it. But if you're patient, the right buyer will come along. And, you know, you may not make a whole lot of money on it, but in the long run, if you sell a couple of those and something else that's kind of really profitable, yeah, you kind of make your money. So that's where I've sit out reselling. I've got a lot of product I need to list. I'm creating a big death pile, which I should not have during this time. I had plenty of time to do it. But anyways, I'm going to go try and get an Instacart order and then end up getting lunch and going home and getting ready to work tonight because I work third shift. It sucks. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, all the good jazz. I'll catch you guys later. Keep rocking and keep reselling. Later.